Hello everybody and welcome to the Nashville Superspeedway for the Ally 400 and the 18th race of our 2024 NASCAR Cup Series 2003 regular season as we are green and underway here in Nashville. Chastain and Elliott lead us to the green flag at the front here in Nashville. After today, just 7 races remain until the playoffs. This is race number 19 of the year at the front. Of course, Chastain and Elliott side by side for the race lead with Reddick and Truex behind. Chastain on the inside, good run, but Chase Elliott fights back on the outside lane. Two in real life, two former Nashville winners. Chastain winning in last year in real life, and Elliott getting it done in 2022 is side by side for the race lead. In the 3 and 4, the outside lane gets momentum, and Chase Elliott takes the lead here at Nashville Superspeedway as the crowd goes wild. Elliott looking to win and punch his ticket to the playoffs to be our 15th different winner. Chastain second, Truex, Hamlin, Reddick, couple of Toyotas round out the top 5. We look throughout the field, everyone seems to be keeping clean and organized. Couple of notable entries, Corey Hine making his I believe second Cup Series start, besides when he filled in a third Cup start. So he did 2 starts filling in for Eric Jones earlier in the year, so this is start number 3 for him. Then you got different drivers like Chad Fincham and Riley Earps at the back also in today's races. We watch Kyle Larson battle Chase Briscoe work his way forwards, but it's Chase Elliott leading early here at Nashville now. Caution has come out, leading us to a restart here on lap 56. It's Elliott and Chastain side by side for the race lead. Chastain led for a good chunk of laps there after he got around Chase Elliott for the race lead, but now they're side by side, equalized on the restart. Elliott on the preferred outside lane. Chastain on the inside is no match. Now to turn 2, Chase Elliott clear for the lead once again here in Nashville. Elliott trying to position himself in a great spot to win stage 1. His teammate Kyle Larson now into second. Larson charging up into contention here in Nashville. He had a rough qualifying, but now he's in the race. He's moved all the way up to second. No surprise at all. Larson, your points leader, go for the race lead. Here comes Larson right to the inside. Elliott going for the race lead. Trying to take it away there now. 3 wide as Chastain goes to the bottom for the lead. Chastain and Larson check up, allowing Chase Elliott to get the momentum out of turn 2 and secure the lead once again, clearing Chastain. And look at this, guys, the rest of his teammates, the Hendrick Brigade going into form here now. Elliott, Larson, Byron 1, 2, 3, and Bowman working on passing Chastain for 4th. How about that? A beautiful start to this race for Hendrick Motorsports tonight. Elliott in the lead, Larson 2nd, Byron 3rd, and Bowman in 5th. Here as we go through stage 1 now, we won the last lap of stage 1. Elliott now the still lead over Chastain, who has driven his way all the way back up to 2nd. That one car is fast tonight, looking for his 4th win of the season, which is by far, if he can get it done, will be the most of anybody. Elliott trying to win, of course, punches to get to the playoffs. He also needs the points here. He's got to outpoint Reddick and Blaney the rest of the regular season to get one of the final 2 spots on points. Chastain right there behind Chase Elliott, getting a good run. Look out for the lap car of Fincham as they come out of turn 4. So they're done, but Chastain swings to the bottom. Chastain trying to take the stage win away. Runs out of time. Elliott wins stage 1 in Nashville. Chastain, Larson, Byron, Hamlin the top 5. Then Reddick 6th, Allmendinger 7th, Bowman and Bell 8th and 9th, and Suarez gets the last stage point as it is Chase Elliott holding off Ross Chastain for the stage 1 victory in Nashville. We get back underway in stage 2 here on lap number 80. Elliott and now Kyle Larson restarts on the front row, and Larson has a brilliant restart, and he will lead us into turn 1 as he gets the lap led at the line as well. So now Larson clear for the race leader here in Nashville. A brilliant restart. Look at Ross Chastain on the outside, then a huge run from Chastain. Gets to the outside of Larson just barely, making Larson lift and go down low, and Chastain powers right back into the race lead at Nashville. What a move by Ross Chastain, showing that aggression that we have come to know of his driving style. And Larson leads for half a lap, and Chastain takes the lead back here in stage 2 in Nashville. Now another caution, so a restart here, but a lot later in the stage. Lap 126 now is Larson and Elliott on the front row. Now Elliott goes back to the lead looking for a stage sweep as he has a brilliant restart there, getting around the 5. Larson, but William Byron, AJ Allmendinger has found its way into the top 5 for Colleague Racing, having a tremendous run here at Nashville, one of his better racetracks. He seems to perform on the concrete tracks and the road courses compared to everywhere else for AJ Allmendinger. On the front, Elliott leads over his teammate William Byron. Larson back there trying to figure the rest. Oh, but behind us in the wall, turn this, Tyler Reddick is into the wall, the 45. It was a top 5 car in stage 1, gets into the wall here, down into 3 and 4 at Nashville. So as we go down the front straightaway, we have got to see what, we're going to get a quick screenshot here just for a thumbnail if I didn't get it earlier. So we do that. Mark Levin, there's a crash! Oh my goodness! Tyler Reddick into the outside wall with Corey LaJoie and Justin Haley, but up ahead, Logano, Bell, and Blaney have crashed. 3 of the best cars of the race. Looks like going into turn 1, Christopher Bell gets into Ryan Blaney, turns him at a head-on the outside while Blaney gets launched upside down Blaney goes up and over on his lid in the middle of turn 1 at Nashville as Bell and Logano slam the outside wall. And Blaney goes a full 360, lands it on all fours, but his car absolutely destroyed after this vicious hit to the outside wall for Bell, Blaney, and Logano. Blaney just gets torpedoed up over a weird flip. Bell and Logano wipe out hard into the outside wall. And then behind them, Tyler Reddick piles into Logano, gets hit into LaJoie, wipes him out, collecting Justin Haley. And a huge wreck here changes the race here in Nashville. Blaney and Bell were top 10 cars in great spots. Now completely destroyed. Also Logano and Tyler Reddick, top 5 destroyed. Crashing out now, collecting LaJoie and Haley. Reddick, Logano, Bell, and Blaney, 4 of the favorites going into today, heavily damaged and are going to be knocked out of this race. Bell will still be in it, but Reddick, Logano, and Blaney are done for the night here in Nashville after that hard crash, and that's not what Ryan Blaney wanted. Remember, Ryan Blaney comes in 17th below the cut line by almost an entire race. He could not afford a mistake like that. Luckily for him, Tyler Reddick, who is the guy he's fighting for that bubble position, crashed out with him, but Reddick got those 5 stage points, so that would make the difference. But yeah, they're out of the race. Those 2 bubble drivers, 16th and 17th out, which is exactly what Chase Elliott wants to see, as he's 15th, and that was an opportunity to gain a huge amount of points and build a massive cushion in the counties. William Byron has taken the lead on the restart and has gapped the rest of the field. How about William Byron? What a restart here in Nashville. A huge gap back to Martin Truex and Denny Hamlin running 2nd and 3rd here as we continue to work our way through stage 2 here in Nashville. Truex closing back in, but William Byron, great restart. Gets a couple of laps on there. Of course, his only win this season came at Phoenix when he was able to hold off Ross Chastain and Kyle Larson for the victory there. As today, Byron's going to try to play spoiler on what's been a mainly dominated day by Elliott, Larson, and Chastain. Seem to have 3 of those cars. So looking back here at the 50 of Corey Heim, he's been doing a great job today. He's been running top 20. He is 2 laps down. He's been running top 20, so great job for Corey Heim tonight as Truex has gone around William Byron, and Truex will now lead through stage 2. So we move on to the last lap of stage 2 now. Truex with a comfortable 2.5 second lead back to the 5 of Kyle Larson, and Truex is cruising to a stage 2 win here in Nashville. Would be his 2nd stage win of the season, as Elliott had his 2nd stage win of the season, of course, earlier today, winning stage 1. Truex has been the dominant car here in the 2nd stage. Once he got the lead from William Byron, just drove away, could not be passed out of turn 4. Martin Truex Jr. in dominating fashion wins stage 2 here in Nashville. Larson 2nd. Hamlin comes through in 3rd. William Byron going to hold off Chase Elliott for 4th. So Byron 4th, Elliott 5th. 6th going to go to Kyle Busch. Bowman 7th. Suarez is going to come home in 8th, followed by just beating his teammate Chastain in 9th. And Allmendinger gets the last stage point as Truex dominates and gets the stage 2 win here in Nashville. Now to restart here in the final stage, all the way on lap 223. Now 78 laps to go. Chastain back on the front row alongside the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. And Chastain takes the lead back for the first time since early in stage 2 here in Nashville. He looks to try to drive away and get that 4th win of the season to really establish himself as a championship favorite like Chandler Smith did yesterday in the Xfinity simulation. See what he can do here today. See back at the 20 Christopher Bell holding up a whole host of cars, of course, from that damage from that big wreck with Blaney and Logano earlier. His car has been way off the pace of that damage. He's just limping around. Bringing it home, and in the wall is Ryan Preece. Preece in the wall. Significant damage right there. Pushing it too hard. Gets into the fence. Can't hold us out. Battle for 2nd. Bowman and Truex. How about Bowman up there fighting for 2nd? But Truex just too fast. Back to the inside of him, fighting for that position as Chastain has the lead, trying to drive away. As we look throughout this pack of lead lap cars, see back here, they've all shuffled out Christopher Bell, the back markers back there. So it's funny, you got Larson, Byron fighting out, Eric Jones running top 5, but Chastain leads the way here with 75 to go in Nashville. Now we move on to just 13 to go. 12 to go this time by Chastain is the lead, but Larson is there fighting for the win. These two have a huge gap back to 3rd place. Elliott, here comes Larson to the inside. Chastain held up by LaJoie and Nemechek. Larson goes to the inside and takes the lead away from Chastain with just 12 laps to go here in Nashville. What a move by Kyle Larson. Beats Chastain with an aggressive move on the inside. Chastain fighting back though, going by Nemechek and LaJoie. Chastain trying to position himself in a good position to make the pass back around Larson. Chastain has dominated ever since he took the lead for the last 50 laps. Larson's just been hounding him, looking for a way to get the lead, and he's finally taking it. Larson leads here at Nashville with just 11 laps to go And now we watch as Larson's in the middle of the lap traffic mess with Chastain. 2 to go this time by there, side by side, down the back straightaway, fighting for the lead. Larson now clears Chastain, who's trying to get by Austin Dillon. Believe this, Larson's still going to negotiate like another 7 or 8 lap cars in front of him here. It's an absolute blockade. Here comes Chastain. 2 to go here in Nashville. Can Chastain find a way by Larson, who goes to the middle? Chastain to the inside for the win. Gets blocked by Bubba Wallace, and Larson, with the better momentum on the high side of the racetrack, gets clear and has blockers now. Back to the one of Ross. Chastain is almost on cruise control. Got McDowell and Wallace blocking Chastain, and Chastain still sending it 3 wide to the bottom, giving it everything he has to get back up here. Larson now trying to get by Todd Gillen. Coming to the white flag this time by. A white flag in the air. Final lap presented by Credit One Bank in Nashville. Can Larson hold on to get his 2nd win of the season, tying Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin for 2nd, of course only behind Chastain's 3, as Chastain tries to negotiate the lap traffic. Then Larson now being double blocked by Gilliland and Buescher. Chastain making a late charge behind him. 3 wide on the bottom. Chastain just throws it in turn 3 and it sticks. Goes by Wallace and Heim. Larson now on the bottom out of turn 4 for the final time. Larson's gonna hold on, and Larson wins in Nashville. Chastain so close, but 2nd. Elliott 3rd. Byron 4th. And how about Kyle Busch getting a much-needed top 5 finish as Suarez narrowly beats Hamlin for 6th. Josh Berry 8th. Allmendinger 9th, and Truex rounds out the top 10 as Kyle Larson, with a brilliant pass of 12 to go, holds off Chastain through lap traffic and gets his 24th career win here in the Ally 400, his 2nd at Nashville. Last time he won was in 2021, the inaugural Cup Series race here at Nashville, as he takes care of business late in the race, negotiates lap track better than Chastain, and wins. As we look at your final race results, of course, Kyle Larson, your winner today. Chastain comes home the runner-up. Chase Elliott, a strong run in 3rd. William Byron 4th. Kyle Busch runs out the top 5. He definitely needed that run after a miserable last couple of weeks. Then Daniel Suarez, a great run in 6th there. Denny Hamlin, another top 10. Truex, disappointed after dominating stage 2 and only ending up in 10th. Josh Berry, AJ Allmendinger, great days for them in the top 10. The rest of good. Alex Bowman, who was top 10 all race long, ended up finishing 15th. He had to make a late pit stop. Some sort of issue puts him 15th, 1 lap down. The final race results. Impressive run for Corey Heim, coming home in 18th and only his 3rd Cup Series start for 2311. Great, first for 2311, 3rd of the year. So great job for Corey Heim, being impressive in his Cup Series debut. And of course, throughout the rest of the grid, you got the big crash that took out Bell, Blaney, Reddick, Logano for the contenders, and Keselowski had some sort of mechanical issue early, never ended up recovering, ended up finishing in 34th, a ton of laps down. So he's updated playoff grid. Just 7 races remain until we begin the Cup Series playoffs at Atlanta, and it is not much has changed. Of course, Larson moves up to 2nd, jumping Bell and Hamlin comfortably in the playoffs with 2 wins. And at the bubble, Chase Elliott now has a massive cushion of 118 points to the cut line after a strong performance today. And because Tyler Reddick got those 5 stage points, he gains 5 points above Ryan Blaney and now sits at plus 71. And Ryan Blaney in a must-win situation to make the playoffs. Chris Buescher, Berry, and Suarez all gained points. Buescher out by 99, Berry and Suarez, but they're still all way out of it and need a win to get in. So until the next episode, we'll be racing from the streets of Chicago. I hope you all have a good one.